There are two types of people in this world. The first group of people work better under pressure, and the second group of people probably clicked on this video knowing you have an 8 a.m. deadline tomorrow on an assignment you had 2 weeks to finish. Now you're high on caffeine, sitting in front of your desk, and listening to me tell you what you already know from the many books, videos, and podcasts that talk about how to be more productive, how to not procrastinate, how to work smarter, and be your best self. Even so, sometimes we wait until the 11th hour to do tasks we had all the time to complete and risk facing the consequences of our actions. But no worries, you're in the right place. Hey everybody, welcome back to Knowledge Influx, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the bell icon before you leave so you know when we upload a new video. Thank you. Now back to the video. If you've ever found yourself putting off tasks until the last minute, but can stay up till midnight watching YouTube videos and playing Candy Crush, you're not alone. That's the psychological habit of procrastination. In our world, where hundreds of things vie for our attention, we tend to procrastinate and end up not prioritizing tasks. To be honest, there is no way to completely eliminate procrastination unless, of course, you're not human. However, there is a way to manage your time effectively. Procrastination is not merely a matter of poor time management, so not every delayed task makes you a procrastinator. Poor time management and procrastination might seem similar on the surface, but they're quite different. Procrastination is when we delay or postpone tasks, often opting for activities that are more enjoyable or less stressful. Philosopher William James explains it like this: "There is nothing so fatiguing as the eternal hanging on of an uncompleted task." To beat procrastination, we have to understand where it comes from. Why do we procrastinate? Aristotle and Seneca linked procrastination to a lack of self-control and discipline, but modern psychology offers deeper insights. It's often connected to the fear of failure, criticism, or fear of the unknown. If you can't do it perfectly, why do it at all, right? Perfectionists often procrastinate because they set impossibly high standards. Trauma strategist Alyssa Smith adds that procrastination could stem from trauma, which she calls T-trauma. These are non-violent negative experiences that cause significant emotional distress, such as being denied attention as a child or being pressured by caregivers to be a perfectionist. You might think that your procrastination means you don't care, but in reality, we procrastinate because we care too much. It's easy to be too hard on yourself, especially when feeling overwhelmed by tasks and deadlines. But don't be. By setting aside a few minutes each day to jot down your thoughts and feelings, Alyssa suggests you can gain a better understanding of what's really going on in your mind. Journaling helps track patterns in your procrastination and uncover the emotions behind it. Over time, you'll likely find that your self-talk becomes kinder and more supportive, which helps reduce the urge to procrastinate. Find ways to enjoy your work. One way to do this is by integrating your interests into your work. Do you love music? Create a playlist that helps you focus, or find a way to tie in music with your study topics. If you're into movies, think about using them as part of your study routine. I have a friend who watches movies while she studies, and she's always at the top of her class. It's all about finding what works for you and making small, consistent changes. Another fun idea is to gamify your tasks. There are tons of apps that turn studying into a game where you can earn points and rewards for completing tasks. And don't forget about your study space. Make it a place you actually want to be. Think cozy blankets, your favorite snacks, and maybe even a few plants. When you enjoy your environment, studying feels a lot less like a drag. Eat the damn frog. Another effective tip is using the eat the frog rule. It's a quirky way to say, do the hardest tasks first. The idea is that once you've done that, everything else will seem easy in comparison. Sometimes we procrastinate because we're afraid we won't do a good job, and this fear can be paralyzing, making us avoid starting tasks altogether. Apply this technique to your studies by tackling your most challenging assignment or subject first. Breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps makes them less intimidating and more achievable. Once you get that out of the way, you'll feel a huge sense of accomplishment, and the rest of your tasks will seem much more manageable. Personally, I enjoy doing the easier tasks, so I can put all my energy into doing the hardest ones last. Is it just me? Comment below if you do the same thing. Find what keeps you motivated. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the thought of achieving your goals, or maybe the idea of treating yourself after a hard day's work? Whatever it is, find that spark and keep it in mind when you're studying. When a task seems boring or unimportant, it's easy to push it aside. Without a clear sense of purpose or motivation, getting started can feel almost impossible. Set clear, achievable goals for yourself and break them down into smaller steps. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. It could be as simple as enjoying a piece of chocolate after an hour of focused study, or taking a short break to watch your favorite show. Okay, here's another classic but super effective tip. Keep a to-do list. But don't just jot down what you need to do, add timestamps to each task. This helps you stay on track and gives you a clear timeline for your day. It's like scheduling a meeting with yourself. Plus, there's nothing quite as satisfying as crossing things off your list. You'll feel more organized and less overwhelmed, making it easier to tackle your workload. Move out of your comfort zone. Think of your comfort zone like a small bubble. To achieve new things, you need to expand that bubble a little bit at a time. Once you start, you'll find it easier to keep going. Sometimes a little support goes a long way to get you out of your comfort zone. Find a friend or family member who keeps you accountable. Share your goals with them and check in regularly. They can gently nudge you when you slip back into procrastination. Everyone procrastinates sometimes. What matters is how you respond to it. Thanks for staying till the end. We hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to check out our other videos below, and until next time, stay curious.